Hello, Ospreys. Welcome to Inside Swoop in 90 and our new segment, A Nation Without Roe vs. Wade. I'm Felicity Timbrink, here to break down the latest updates and give you the inside scoop on Inside Swoop. Friday, the Supreme Court made two major rulings, both which changed the course of abortion laws in our nation. The first court ruling was 5-4, upholding Mississippi's law of banning abortion past 15 weeks of pregnancy. The second ruling was 6-3 to overturn Roe vs. Wade, which previously held that the Constitution protects a woman's right to choose an abortion. So, what does this mean and what's the significance? The Supreme Court's ruling states that the Constitution no longer upholds abortion rights, but rather gives elected officials in each state the power to create their own laws on abortion. Right now, the United States stands divided with varying reactions, from banning to protecting, and some still undecided. Now, where does this leave us? The nation's reaction to the ruling on Friday creates diversity and mixed feelings. AP reports that some companies and businesses, like the Walt Disney Company, will show their disapproval of the ruling by reimbursing or providing support to those who travel for an abortion to states that still have an open law. This ruling has also led to many clinics nationwide immediately putting an end to abortion procedures in order to avoid prosecution. Hello, Ospreys. Welcome to Inside Swoop in 90 and another segment of A Nation Without Roe vs. Wade. I'm Felicity Timbrink, here to break down the latest updates and give you the inside scoop on Inside Swoop. Last week, we discussed the Supreme Court's ruling on overturning Roe vs. Wade. This overturn leads each individual state to be in charge of their own abortion laws. We discussed the upcoming Florida state ruling. Florida was supposed to have their new 15-week abortion law go into effect last Friday. However, due to health providers' claims and worries, Circuit Judge John C. Cooper temporarily blocked this law from taking effect. In his ruling, Cooper states that Florida's upcoming law is, quote, unconstitutional as it violates the privacy provision of the Florida Constitution. This is referring to Article 1, Section 12 of the state's constitution. However, Governor Ron DeSantis, who wrote and enacted the 15-week abortion law, states that he and his office will appeal the ruling. DeSantis' team states, quote, the Florida Supreme Court previously misinterpreted Florida's right to privacy as including a right to an abortion. We reject this interpretation because the Florida Constitution does not include and has never included a right to kill an innocent unborn child. This appeal will reach the Supreme Court. However, until then, the 15-week abortion law is on hold. Well, Ospreys, that's all I have for you on this special report of A Nation Without Roe vs. Wade on Inside Swoop in 90. Hello, Ospreys. Welcome to Inside Swoop in 90 and our special segment of A Nation Without Roe vs. Wade. I'm Felicity Timbrink, here to break down the latest updates and give you the inside scoop on Inside Swoop. Today, we're going to talk about gestational age and the latest news tied with it. First, gestational age is a term used to describe how far along a pregnancy is. This relates to the overturn of Roe vs. Wade, as more than 40 states have restrictions on abortions after a certain point in pregnancy. States like Ohio have restricted abortions once cardiac activity is detected, which happens around 6 weeks. Other states like Florida restrict abortion at 15 weeks and Indiana at 24 weeks. Along with the debates of gestational age is the debates on what should allow for an abortion. For some states, exceptions are for health reasons. However, this is not acceptable for many, as they are calling for more states to cover exceptions for rape and incest situations that lead to abortions. This call comes to light as a 10-year-old girl leaves her hometown of Ohio and travels to Indiana for an abortion. AP states that the girl was attacked and raped by a 27-year-old man, and a detective testified this week at the court. And this is just one example of the dilemmas families, women, and health providers are facing after the overturn. AP states that many are facing the conflict of knowing when a woman is, quote, sick enough to justify an abortion. Dr. Jessie Munoz, an OBGYN in San Antonio, Texas, states that medical decisions used to be clear-cut, but now she states that they struggle with making these decisions under the Texas abortion law. Well, Ospreys, that's all I have for you on this special report of A Nation Without Roe vs. Wade on Inside Swoop in 90. Make sure to follow along for more updates, and until then, I'm Felicity Timbrink, and I'll see you next time.